So you guys were going to start without me, weren't you? Well, I'm here now, so let's get started. Ethereum is not just another altcoin. Pay attention. We're going to start with a little story, but before we do, good morning, everybody. Let's get straight into this. It was a couple of years ago. I've got a friend, you see, and he's a senior engineer on one of the big mines in South Africa. And him and myself, we always debate gold and Bitcoin. Now, a couple of years ago, there was an opportunity for me to swap my Bitcoin for gold, to trade my Bitcoin and get Kruger rates. You see, what had happened is Bitcoin was always at a reasonably low price, and it was getting closer and closer to gold. And then one day, it actually got to the same level as gold, as a Kruger rand in that case. And what I did was I traded a couple of coins and bought Kruger rands. I was very excited about this trade, and I told him about it, and he said I'd made the right move. Now, of course, what happened shortly after that was the price of Bitcoin fell, as crypto does. It fell dramatically, and I was extremely pleased with myself because of that trade. And the price of Bitcoin remained low for a substantial amount of time, which led me to believe that I had now taken an intangible thing, something like Bitcoin, and swapped it for a good, solid physical asset. But time went by and I forgot about that trade. Wasn't, really paying attention. Of course, we know what happened next. Bitcoin slowly started to climb higher and higher and higher. And then a couple of months after that, I was reminded of that trade. And I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? It seemed like such a bad trade. But at the time, I was very pleased with it. Now, the reason I'm telling you that story is because it seems that history is repeating itself, but this time with Ethereum. If we look here on Altcoin Trader, we can see that the price of gold currently trading on Altcoin Trader, 29,000 Rand. Ethereum at 20,450 Rand. What is happening is Ethereum is slowly creeping up. Is it soon going to be the same price as an ounce of gold? I believe that is the case. I believe that is what's going to happen. Are a lot of people going to switch from Ethereum into gold? Maybe. But what is going to happen after that? Well, I believe it is going to be something very similar to what happened with Bitcoin. Ethereum is going to continue to rise. And even if you buy your gold and Ethereum drops and you're happy with that trade, as I was, as time progresses, you're going to go, I should have held my Ethereum. Now, guys, if you're thinking, oh no, not another Ethereum video, I talk about what I'm passionate about. And right now, my eyes are firmly fixed on Ethereum for a number of reasons. But it's not only my eyes. When I woke up this morning, all of my cryptocurrency sources, the YouTubers that I follow, the articles that I follow, it is just Ethereum, 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 with crazy price predictions. You all know in a previous video that I did, I said Ethereum was going to be at 50,000 Rand by the end of the year. Do you know, I got a lot of feedback and a lot of comments of people saying, but Richard, why so low? So what I thought was a lofty price prediction has been met by the community with, I'm underestimating what the price of Ethereum is going to, not in the long future, but in the near future. If we have a look at CoinMarketCap, we can see we've got Ethereum currently trading at $1,282. But here's something very interesting. One of the other top measuring sites, WorldCoin Index, has got Ethereum in #1 position. And they've got Ethereum in 1 position because of the 24-hour trading volume, which as we can see is 17 billion, where Bitcoin has only traded 15 billion in the last 24 hours. These are signs that we cannot ignore. Ethereum in pole position, #1. Ethereum is not just another altcoin. And in many ways, Ethereum outshines Bitcoin. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Ethereum is the infrastructure, the building platform, the foundation of the new alternative financial system. Now, we can see that in DeFi. If we have a look at DeFi Pulse, we can see we've got a whopping $25 billion locked in different projects on the Ethereum network. Now, that number is going to be 100 billion in the near future. We've seen a parabolic rise in 2020. We've seen decentralized exchanges start to outperform centralized exchanges. This gives us security that no matter what the governments around the world, no matter how people try and restrict this ecosystem, it is going to go forward because it is not centralized. Now, guys, everyone's talking about Ethereum because it is such an exciting project. Ethereum, you see, is not just a store of value. You can do things with it. You can program it. You can build on it. You can create games, financial products, dApps. Basically, the only limit is your imagination. And that is what makes this coin a very, very exciting virtual machine or foundation to create things on. So what has happened, of course, is it has attracted a lot of developers. A lot of people coming out saying Ethereum can't scale, the fees get crazy. Now, that is indicative of the fact that Ethereum is such a great coin. We don't say Ferrari's a bad car because it's so expensive. Ethereum's a bad coin because the fees are so expensive. The fact that the fees are so expensive, take a second to think about it. It is because the demand is so great. Does that flush out a lot of the smaller investors? Absolutely. Is Ethereum working on this problem? Yes. These things take time. To try and fix a network that is in full-scale production is not easy. So we can expect fees to be sorted out, not in the near future. This is going to take one, possibly many years before it is properly sorted out. But in the interim, there is a lot of activity on Ethereum. Another reason why Ethereum is not just a normal coin and it is something that is very exciting is because you can earn interest on it. So this is an income generating asset. Now that is unlike anything we have seen. You know, I'm just constantly going back to XR because it is a South African stable coin. And as you can see here, you can earn interest. We're offering 4% annual interest on this coin. But on Ethereum, if you stake it or if you invest it, there are so many places on the internet where you can safely use your Ethereum to generate income. Altcoin Trader is an example of that. If you go to EasySave, the days of holding Ethereum and not earning a return are just simply over. If you've got Ethereum, you can start to expect a monthly return for holding that coin. As more and more Ethereum gets staked, as more and more Ethereum gets invested, people are going to be less likely to want to sell their Ethereum. And once again, as we know, when the supply starts to run short, that will increase the price. It will put upward pressure on the price of Ethereum. Now let's talk about decentralized exchanges which are running on Ethereum. Of course, we know there are other coins like Tron that are also starting to do this, but we've got Uniswap. You can see XR is on Uniswap. We've got a very exciting decentralized exchange called AltSwap, where you can also trade a host of ERC20 coins. So if you guys haven't tried out AltSwap, I would urge you to try it out. Be careful with AltSwap because the fees can sometimes be more expensive than the other exchanges. But here's a quick example. If you had to sell Ethereum on Uniswap, you'd only get 20,700 Rand. If you sold it on AltSwap, you would get 20,800 Rand. So take that into account. If you are trading on AltSwap, it is an amazing exchange. It is defaulted with XR, and of course if you hold XR in your wallet, you will be given a discount on your trading fees, not of course the Ethereum network fees. Now guys, there are a lot of other coins that are very, very good, and in this bull run we can expect to see massive returns. A couple that come to mind that I'm very bullish on are of course Chainlink and Polkadot. But once again, Chainlink is built on Ethereum. I am super bullish about Ethereum. I'm just making this video so that you will pay attention. As Ethereum reaches the price of gold and starts to slowly surpass the price of an ounce of gold, we can expect that growth in this bull run to continue. Now, Are there things that I don't like about Ethereum? And are there reasons that Ethereum might not perform amazingly in 2021? Yes. First thing that I think is the Achilles heel of Ethereum is the fact that there is no limited supply. So if we have a look here, we can see that we've got 114 million Ethereum already in circulation, as opposed to Bitcoin, where we've got 18.5 million coins. Bitcoin, we know, will be capped at 21 million. There will be no more Bitcoin created. Ethereum, on the other hand, does not have a cap. So in theory, this coin can continue to be minted. We're looking at an increase of round about 2% per year. There are proposals out like Ethereum Improvement Protocol 1559, where they are suggesting that the mining fees or the network fees that the miners get are burned, and there will of course still be fees left over in the form of a tip for miners to process transactions. If that type of protocol was agreed to by the miners, which at this stage, as you can imagine, are not keen on, that would spike the price of Ethereum overnight in a dramatic way. In addition to that, it would spike the price in a long-term fashion, because we would change from an inflationary currency to a deflationary currency. So if you are excited about Ethereum, I want you guys to drop in the comments your predictions for Ethereum by the end of 2021. I just want to get a feel. I want to gauge what the community is thinking about Ethereum. Are you excited about product? If you've got another coin that you think is a lot more amazing and you are really passionate about, also drop that in with a price prediction. But what I'm really looking for is to gauge and to get an idea of how excited everyone is about Ethereum. Guys, that's it from me. I'm out. Have an amazing day.